Today on Living Hakuna, we're gonna do some reinforcement on our David's system because right now it's rated to 480 pounds. So yeah, we're gonna be doing some reinforcements.
We're Alejo and Andrea. Since moving on board our catamaran, we had been putting the boat work and maintenance on hold, which accounted for 2 full years. You can see how shiny the boat is looking. Oh god, he must be really uncomfortable in there. Today, after 10 days at the boatyard, we finished the last touches. We give Hakuna a sudden and last minute upgrade, and we finally make a splash.
We're in the water! Yes!
Hakuna Matata. It means no worries.
Francis, do you want to tell us like what are we thinking of doing?
The first step is the backing plate. We need to put the backing plate inside because it actually have 4 bolts that just bind onto the fiberglass, which is not. It will just pull
Not
out.
too safe, yeah.
Right, and then we're gonna put the reinforcement. The tube gonna be welded onto the davits and bolted back onto the deck.
So if this was shorter from here to here, it will be more strong.
Yeah, definitely. You can actually work that tubing from this position to there. You drop it back here, and when you winch that up, it comes back up, thingy in position.
Yeah, we need this for the dogs. They like rely on all of us. They'll just fall off. So babe, talk to us. What
So,
just happened?
Francis just left, and this is what we're thinking of doing. So most of you guys that have lagoons, leopards, and everything, this David's system, they only can handle like around 400 to 480 pounds. So if you guys want to get a center console, I would recommend reinforcing your Davids or getting a new one. We're gonna be removing this. We're gonna move it higher up, and we're gonna take a plate from here to the floorboard with a backing plate, right? So it prevents from doing this, the movement up and down. And then behind these tubes, they're just connected 4 bolts. So if something happens, those bolts are gonna rip out really easily.
Yeah.
So we're gonna put a big backing plate, probably just one big backing plate for both of them. Or maybe 1 and 1.
Yep.
He wasn't sure. We're gonna be what's the best solution. So we're gonna put the backing plate and that plate here and see how it works out. It should handle like around 600 pounds. So these are the 4 screws that they don't have a backing plate. They're just 4 screws, and yeah, that's what we're thinking of making the backing plate. So it will be a whole, it will get the resistance of this whole piece, right? That whole piece, not just 4 bolts.
Right. Because those 4 bolts, they won't survive. Like if it's more weight,
Yeah,
the
if it's
capacity.
more weight, it's gotta
It really limits the capacity.
Yeah, it's gotta be more stress on just 4 bolts.
Yeah.
Another thing that Francis told us is if the Davids was shorter, it can be stronger, and since it's a little bit longer, it has more wiggle room, so it'll be less. You can see the movement.
Yeah. He said the movement comes from the fiberglass. That is what actually allows the Davids to do that, right?
Yeah.
Any words on why you're doing this?
It's a surprise for you guys. We'll keep you guys posted. You gotta watch the next upcoming videos.
So guys, we have been working our last day in the yard. We were supposed to go in the water at 3 p.m. It's 5. We didn't make it, obviously, because we still have a long way to go. So some of the things that we've been doing is just when they changed the position of the line of the stripe, this was left super dusty. Like it didn't have any shine to it. It was just pretty much the open gel coat. What the guys are doing is they are wet sanding, which means that basically they use a sand which has a grit of like 1,000, a little bit,
1,500.
1,500. They use a little bit of water, and what that's going to do is remove like all of the lines that are left in the gel coat when it was actually sanded to remove the line. You can see how shiny the boat is looking. I don't want to touch it because it's going to ruin the shine, but they have been doing 3 cuts on the polishing of the boat. What 3 cuts means is that they are doing they're doing an extra heavy duty compound That's the first cut that they did. What that does is actually just remove the oxidation from the gel coat. Our boat was in really bad shape. Like you could tell that we hadn't done polishing, and the previous owners really hadn't polished the boat in a long time, which is why the boat was in such bad condition. So it did the first coat, and it did make it a little bit, it removed the oxidation, but it wasn't still shiny. So then they did the second coat, which is the the second cut, which is the medium cut. Again, we're using Starks products, Starks compound products, and then they're doing the last cut, which is the light compound. And that is used to just give it the final finish, which is what gives it the shine, and it's supposed to like make it look all perfectly flat and not see like wavies and things like that.
Look at how shiny it is. Very, very shiny. See it?
Before we keep going with the polishing and I keep showing you how the welding of the dinghy resistance is coming along, I want to share with you guys something that I love doing, and that is we always love a good learning experience, a good challenge, or a good opportunity to help us reach our professional or personal goals. And personally, since I graduated from college, I have taught myself so many skills, from graphic design, launching an e-commerce business, marketing, editing videos, and all these skills are what actually has allowed us to live the lifestyle of our dreams, from like living on a sailboat to traveling full-time with our dogs. And that's why I want to introduce you guys to today's video sponsor, Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for lifelong learners and creators like me. So you can literally learn everything that I mentioned before. So since we're always trying to improve our videos, create better content for you guys, and obviously grow our channel, this week I decided to take a course called YouTube Success, Script, Shoot, and Edit with MKBDH. And that is by Marques Brownlee, and he's a YouTuber with over 14 million subscribers. So you guys can imagine the tips that he's giving in this course. And so we found super valuable content to help us grow our channel and help reach more people, which was awesome. And so I invite you guys to check out the link in the description box. Skillshare is giving the first 1,000 people to sign up through this link a 1-month free trial. So you can literally learn a new skill, just simply get creative, find new projects, or even learn a hobby. So don't wait and start exploring your creativity. So after using the heavy duty cut, this is how the boat looks. Basically the heavy duty cut just removes the oxidation, and then with the medium cut and the light cut, that's when you start seeing the shine come out. So it looks a lot better than it looked before. Hard thing about hiring people to do it is that they don't want to do all 3 cuts. They just go with the easy and just want to do just one. So we're having a little bit of a situation there with the guys, because they say that with just the heavy cut it looks good enough. But in fact, the heavy cut just removes the oxidation. I'm going to show you guys, they did a little piece.
So this is the shop where they're making the backing plate. These are the backing plates?
So this is the sheet that we cut the backing plate from.
Oh, it's
and
really
this is
thick.
true 1/6 grade, but it's not a mirror finish sheet.
Okay.
Right? So what we had to do was actually cut it and actually polish.
Oh, nice.
Which we use different grits of sandpaper
To get it nice
to
and
get it
shiny.
that. Yeah. So this is the plate that goes on the deck, and this is the backing plate that fits from underneath.
Nice.
So that cushions everything.
Nice, nice.
Both of them is ready. Now we're gonna go make the backing plate for the foot of the davits, and then we roll the tube that welds on this back onto the davits to reinforce.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So this is where the magic happens. this is what they're using for the backing plates. So you can see a thickness. This is my finger. It's very, very thick. So we got Davis here. He just made sure the backing plate for this one. So he's cutting it out, the template, and then you have to go to a shop and do the backing plate? Yeah. Nice. Pretty much. So no more holes. No holes, man. Looks really good.
What we did was remove the cleats.
Yeah.
So we're gonna move that cleat all the way up here.
Okay.
Right? So this would be its new location. We'll block the holes, and then you have that tube, that plate that comes on the deck here with a tube that goes here to reinforce the davits.
Okay.
Yeah? So that would be an arm. So the davits would be stronger that way in terms of lifting the dinghy.
Nice.
So on this side we already put the plate to put the cone clutch. We moved it from there to up here, and now they're doing the other side.
So which ones are the tubes that you guys are adding? Oh. That's gonna look nice. And what are you guys doing from the engine room?
From the engine room, we put in a backing plate to the back of the davits.
Oh.
So there's 4 bolts there, no backing plate.
Oh God, he must be really uncomfortable in there.
Very uncomfortable.
Oh, that is not the place to be right now.
Nope.
Yes, thank you.
Alright, we're good.
Maybe you see how uncomfortable that position is?
Yep.
And you complain and you're not even in that position. How dare you? So guys, the lift has already come up. They are ready to pick us up, as you can see, and we are still not and far from ready. So what is the strategy for welding?
Position, precision, and they gotta know what you're doing.
1, 2. Is it looking in there?
Difficult.
So we have one already installed. Making the support. So this part here, so this doesn't bend that way. Plus, we're making the reinforcement inside of here with the backing plate. This one also has a backing plate.
So those are the plates that are gonna be going in the back of
the davits.
back of the davits.
Alright, that's it.
It doesn't move, not going anywhere. That's good, guys, looking good. Awesome job, thank you so much. So the boat is finished and we are ready to splash and go in the water.
Going in the water.
This is very exciting, finally. After 1 week and a half of being here in the boatyard, seems like we're ready. Boat has been polished, the bottom paint is done. We even got an extra upgrade. Pretty exciting. Boat looks beautiful. It needs a little bit of love from the inside, but we've been in a huge hurry, so we haven't been able to get much done from the inside. Our goal was to apply ceramic coating on Hakuna during our haul out. Unfortunately, we didn't have enough time and money, so we decided to finish the polishing of the holes and apply the ceramic coat once we were back in the water.
This one, and then connect the trailer to pull us up. Damage the anti-falling. many people they have checking. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 guys.
Much better boatyard than the one in Florida. They put a lot more work here and a lot more safety. Like they really care about your boat safety than when we hauled out in Florida and Palm Beach. They do really good here.
That's it.
That is it.
So we're moving. Hakuna going finally through the water. Looking shiny. Nice bottom paint. Looking good.
So Hakuna is going back in the water. Alejo just went running to pay to the office because we had not paid and they won't put us in the water until we pay, obviously. So yeah, but she's looking good. We're very happy the way she turned out. Or he, I don't know. Would Hakuna, if he was a human, would he be a girl? Would he be a boy or a girl? I don't know. But look at how good it looks. Looking spotless, shiny and pretty. We are happy to get our boat back in the water and go sailing again and exploring. We're going in the water, but through the little cart. So before they let us go, we're checking that the engines, there's water coming through the engines, that everything's looking good. We're also checking the bilges, that there's no water coming in. Let me just check the bilge here. Thank you! Thank you guys!
Thank you very much. We'll see you guys in a little.
Woo! We're in the water! Yes! Look at these engines, how smooth they are! We are moving fast, we're moving furious. We are flying with these engines. Barely put it on gear and they're like just responding right away. Which wasn't happening before. Before I had to like give it more throttle, you know? This is very exciting. Oh man, we're in the water. But you're wondering, where are our dogs? We left our dogs, we forgot about our dogs. Babe, how do you feel about being back in the water?
Finally. Jesus.
To say that we're exhausted is an understatement because we are drained. It was a full week and a half or intense labor. And yeah, we hired people. You're probably saying, oh, you guys didn't do the job yourselves. Yeah, well, we didn't. But let me tell you, there were a lot of things like the engine stuff, everything Alejo did. Today, Alejo was polishing with the guys that we hired to polish because they don't do it as if it was their own boat. And obviously, when they see you working on it, they work harder. We're done. Plus, being in a 100-degree weather boat yard where barely no wind comes in, it's not that nice either. We couldn't be happier to be back in the water. We felt that all our hard work and effort had finally paid off, and Hakuna was looking better than ever before. Unfortunately, the happiness and excitement of the moment didn't last long, and we had a rough couple of days to follow, but we'll tell you all about it in the next video. So if you enjoyed this one, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notifications, and share this video with someone. It's a free and easy way to support the production of these videos. See you next Sunday!